Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Alrighty, time for the KVJ After the Show podcast. Everybody fighting over exactly who's got the worst traffic here today. I-595 going west from I-95 is bad, about 5 till 7. Yeah,
it's terrible.
That area is bad. Absolutely.
But it's all going to be where you live at and where all the bullshit goes down. Everyone's going to think they have the worst traffic.
I don't know. There are some places I would say is demonstratively worse where it's like if you can't avoid it, you will not go there. 595, that exchange is tough. Golden Glades is kind of crazy.
North Lake
at
through there. Rush hour.
I will avoid North Lake.
It will sometimes take you, I mean, I'm not even lying, about 45 minutes sometimes to get from one end of North Lake to the other.
You're right.
US 1 to I-95, without a doubt, can take you close to an hour on the wrong day.
It's awful.
Yeah. Also, I got a comment saying, I'm really offended that they're saying Orlando traffic is worse than Miami. I think it really is. I think legit. I think they've actually, some of the stuff actually isn't even up for debate. I know some places have actually done studies, you know, on the amount of cars and congestion and weights and all that kind of stuff. So it's more scientific than just saying what you're feeling.
And I-4, too. I mean, it's a lot of tourists.
Yep.
They don't know where they're going.
Well, the road there is not big enough.
No.
And they've got some room. It really needs to be about 5 lanes wider than what it is on either side. I got an email here saying, I'm a native Floridian, and I remember the good old Florida days before we were invaded by the New Yorkers around 1982.
Was that the year of the New York invasion?
New York invasion, yeah. We didn't have to wait to get on 95. We didn't get horns honked constantly. Not even give them the finger or cussed out. We didn't have to worry about constantly getting cut off. So before non-native Floridians point their fingers and talk shit about Florida drivers, take a long look at yourself because it's your fault. Sure, we had to deal with old people, but it's not as frustrating as the Northerners and snowbirds. There was never a rat race and rudeness everywhere we turned. I've come to realize that the old Florida ways are fading away, and it saddens me.
Oh.
Please stop bitching and take your asses home. Thank you, loyal native KVJ listener.
Quit the bitching.
Mm-hmm. Times are a-changing. Just wait, stats in my head. Next 10 years, 25% increase in population in Palm Beach County.
That's huge.
And wait till them damn robots start driving around.
Yep.
They already are.
Mm-hmm. Craziness.
Yeah, robots are crashing into people.
They are.
Did you see that BMW robot bike? It's a motorcycle that drives without a human on it.
Oh.
So what's the point of it? Just to freak people out?
I guess. I don't know.
Does it go deliver stuff?
I think right now they're just testing the technology to show that it can happen, but, you know, imagine that. You could just sit on your motorcycle and same thing with a car and just be like, take me home.
Do you think if you fast forwarded 50 years from right now, it would blow your mind with all the shit that's going on? Or do you think it would be different but somewhat the same, just there would be a few extra things like the internet? Because has our world changed that much in the last 20 years?
Yeah.
I think it has.
Yeah, if you think like you went from 1968 to now, it's a big difference from
You'd be
smartphones and digital and everything wireless.
You would see
voice
people
controlled.
You'd see people walking around talking to a box with pictures in it, and it would look like it's from outer space.
It does.
Or the future. Crazy.
Yeah, you just wonder what it'll be. And maybe the devices will be gone. Everything will just be, I know they tried the Google glasses and it didn't have a good run, but maybe, something like that will come back. Maybe it'll be contact lenses and we'll just be waving our hands wildly in the air. Maybe it'll just be thought controlled. But then at that point, imagine if you had all that stuff, how we're zombies now to a device. Imagine if everything was just popping up in front of you. It's almost like, why go out in life? Could you imagine how distracted we'd be then?
Yeah, it has changed.
It's crazy.
If you could access it through your thoughts, you would never be in like the real world. It would be like the Matrix. You wouldn't even know the difference. You'd be just plugged into something else to be taken over.
I don't like it.
Maybe that's what it would be. Maybe that's how you live your life. You would just lay in a bed and you'd be plugged in and your thoughts would take you somewhere else in another animatronic body. You would have like your real living body and then your fake robot body would walk around life. Could you imagine that?
No, I don't want to.
It doesn't sound like living, baby.
Well, then that way, if something tragic happened to you, you would just get a new animatronic body and it wouldn't be the death of you. See? Who knows, you could live a couple of lives. Be like, I should have died 3 times, but I'm still here because it's only my animatronic body.
It is technology, though. That is the reason why I think people aren't talking to each other as much, and people are acting a little bit weirder when it comes to social situations.
Yeah.
I think it's starting to affect how we interact with one another.
I think tensions are rising. I think depression, those kind of issues, because I think that humans are wired to interact and have social interaction and acceptance and all that kind of stuff. That's just the way that we are wired. It's the way we need to be. And when we unplug like that and when we miss it, then there is a gap in our life and we try to figure out what it is. And then it gets filled with depression because we just can't figure out what's going on because we're not connecting with people.
And I mean, we are connecting with them, but we're connecting with them on our couch looking through a device.
Well, when we start banging robots at that point, like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
We're banging robots.
We are-
That's real.
It's very much real.
That's
Yeah.
scary.
And the robots are going to just look more human as time goes on.
Oh, they already do.
Yeah, but they're going to even get
They
more.
look so lifelike.
It's going to get even more lifelike.
They have soft, supple hands
Oh, very,
and a great touch.
a very tight
Okay.
body.
You get to dial that thing up.
You can tell somebody's already at the robot brothel.
Yeah, the last guy got her was a lot bigger than me, obviously.
Oh. You don't want to think about her being with anyone before you.
It's gross.
That's so gross.
But what's grosser, banging a robot that's been with a bunch of guys or banging a prostitute that's been with a bunch of guys?
They're both horrifying to think about, but how much are we paying the person in charge of cleaning out the robot?
What if you had to buy your own robotic, excuse my language, pussy at the front desk?
Jaybird.
You buy it and then you insert it on the robot.
BYOP?
Yeah, you buy it at the front so you know it's brand new.
Click it in.
You click it in
You
exactly.
take your box out of a
You
box.
take your box out of a box, you click it and stick it. It's pretty much the new thing.
Then you take it home with you.
If you want, like
That's
a doggy.
Put it in the laundry.
So sad.
But I think that's what you would do.
You hang it in your closet.
You would buy it at the front, click it, stick it.
Oh, stick it is the word you choose to censor.
Yeah.
I'm not the first person to drop a P-bomb on this podcast.
No.
You dropped the C word yesterday.
I did.
We're talking a little bit about prison corruption on the show today, too. Fascinating stuff.
Very fascinating.
The most fascinating is hearing from people that have been through it or have a family member that gives them some insight. Because that number 30% seemed high to us, but then everybody else is like, nope, that's low.
Number is 48%, yeah, the prison guards. And they've got the PREA, the Prison Rape Elimination Act, because you'd heard about it out in Belglade. Some male prisoners forced to have sex with the female guards without protection.
And they're gross.
Yeah, and they withhold like food and outdoor privileges and things like that if they didn't. That's kind of nasty. So the PREA is reduced to, or is there to reduce inmate on inmate rape and other sexual misconduct involving staff. 15% of staff is involved in misconduct that could leave criminal charges, from my experience as a shift supervisor and a facility inspector. There's a story called Downing the Duck. This story shows how inmates manipulate staff into doing stuff for them. It starts with something small, then they own you. But if you violate policy, then they ask for something more. Kind of like an example is a stick of gum. You violate the rules, you can get fired. Now they're going to ask you to give them a soda, then bring them food, then bring them drugs, then bring them cell phones. You look pretty enough, and they want you. I know of faculty supervisors making cell reassignments for money or other services. When a staff member has sex with an inmate, it is a felony, and that individual can be charged with rape. So a female correctional officer having sex with a female or male inmate will be charged with sexual battery. If a correctional officer has a child with an inmate, and this is found out by the facility, the correctional officer cannot see the inmate for 5 years. So the inmate wants to see their child. They can, but they cannot be visited by the correctional officer.
What?
There's more, but I need to go to bed. I work nights.
So it sounds like this does go on.
Yeah, it does.
And it sounds like there's a reason why these rules are in place because it went on a lot.
Right, it's happened.
Yeah.
So they had to set up protocol.
There's a reason why there's so many seminars on this shit.
Crazy.
Wow, man.
That is crazy.
It's a whole big world out there.
It is. A big old scary world. There's some fun shit out there, too. But there's some scary shit, too.
Wow. How about that?
I'm thinking about the poor prison babies, those poor kids.
Yeah.
Mama's locked up. Dad was a officer in the jail that took advantage of mama or the situation or whatever. Like, now that kid has to go into the foster care system, and it's heartbreaking.
Or the female is the guard.
Yeah.
She gets the prisoner's seed. Now she's carrying.
But she's not locked up. She can actually go live a productive life and have her kid in real school and have contact every day and all that.
It just makes a chaotic situation a lot more chaotic.
Right.
It's tough. You got to feel for those kids when you're, born into that. It's like going, wait, what's my situation again?
It's terrible.
Yep. Let me see here. Got an email from Kelly saying, please bring back Chinese confusion, smell my finger, and Jaybird's antics when he wakes someone up at night and we have to guess the noise. What happened to all these great bits? Chinese confusion, I know we've tried that a couple times. We've done it.
We've done it a bunch, actually.
Yeah, it is tough to get it to. I remember the first time we did it, we just struck gold, and it was like, oh, that was easy. And so we tried a couple more times, and it was like after about the 15th call, it was just, okay, this isn't working.
We've done several of those. It was getting to a point where how many more times are we going to do it?
Well, there wasn't a lot of new scenarios. I mean, honestly, we nailed it so good with the first two Chinese restaurants we conferenced together that you couldn't get better than that.
There's a great one with Leo and Ann. That was an outstanding one.
Yeah.
There's one with Ann in a Chinese delivery place. That's a great one. There's
the New York Deli was good. Yeah.
Yeah. We did a bunch of them.
Yeah,
The
we just
one
felt
where
it kind of
Kevin-
ran its course.
The one where Kevin goes, hold please, is my favorite.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, hold please.
And the smell my finger was just
Can't do it anymore.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
tough. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that with liability, it's tough to do. We found out today some of the new cell phones make it tougher to do some of that stuff because you can't hear background noise and noise canceling.
Well, then people are already giving me a bunch of shit about the bit, saying, "Oh man, it's illegal what you're doing.
You're going to cause an accident.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Why
You're
are
going to
you?
get sued.
Why are you on the fucking air, you dumb fuck?" I think that was the verbatim.
You can't have any fun anymore.
Can't.
It's not that we don't want to do those.
It's
No.
yeah, there's just a lot of stuff we can't do these days.
People will sue you.
You just gotta love us for our minds.
Yep. I love this kind of ongoing little segment here. Deep conversations with Jaybird and Denny's.
I love it.
Yeah. This is a clip from 2016, I believe, is when this went down. This is a recording that Jaybird has, and he's now going to try to make a conscious effort to record more of these so that it can be kind of in there, because he'll bring in and be like, oh, this is something Denny's and I were talking about last night. I'm like, yeah, what was going on? This from 2016, it's about creatures with thumbs and lizard tails is what it's all about. There's the audio.
There's creatures that can't pick up things because first off, they don't have opposable thumbs. But secondly, we have fingernails. Why are we designed to have fingernails? That is such a keen thing to have. You can
What are fingernails?
I mean, the human body is fascinating.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't think I would go fingernails first. Most fascinating.
But it's very fascinating, though.
pick up things on flat surfaces. That's such an advantage. Think about how many times it's come in.
Oh, it's amazing. Well, think about this. Think about how when a lizard cuts off its tail and then it's gone,
Survival instinct.
and then all of a sudden, boom, a week later, tail.
Yeah, regenerative. That's cool. Regenerative limbs.
You know, but
It's actually-
why does the lizard have that but the human doesn't?
Damn, bird. That's a great point.
That'd be a great. Damn, Bird. That's a great point.
Well, I'm not high, but the other day I spent a good bit of time thinking about wound healing. Like,
Okay.
you cut yourself, and then your fucking body heals it.
Thank you. You're opening up minds.
Science fiction here. Your own body fixes whatever is broken on the outside. It's pretty amazing.
It is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, and they're getting, better with stuff.
Oh, you guys don't think it's fucking cool with lizards in their tails? That's always a cool thing.
Growing a new tail after it's been cut off, that to me is like...
What other animal does that?
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could do that as
Starfish,
a human.
right?
Can they do that? That's
I
cool.
think so.
Oh, can they?
Mm-hmm.
You cut off your nose and all of a sudden, boom, 3 days later you grow a new nose. That'd be fucking awesome.
That would be awesome. But imagine, okay, like you could cut off your nose or something happens, it would grow back completely different and maybe even a different color.
You don't.
It grows back, but it's Pinocchio's.
You have no idea what you're gonna get. Every nose would be
have
different.
no clue.
That's part of the game, baby.
Yeah, and a lot of times it definitely though looks like it came from another body, not yours.
So the first time it happens, you're fucked because no matter what, you're going to have a nose that looks nothing like yours.
Yeah, you assume it's going to come back now, but it doesn't. Whenever you lose a body part, it comes back, and it's very wildly different than the one that was there before.
I think I could rock that. I think I could do that with confidence.
I like it. It's a fun gamble.
Yeah, I would gamble with that.
But then would you just have like one limb that's off, or would you try to remove other limbs so that when they come back, then you got a hodgepodge?
I mean, dealing with what you're dealing with, you should just cut your penis off at that point.
Damn.
Because what if it grows back and you get like a 10-inch dong?
All right, I'll cut off my dick when you cut off your nose.
I have a 10-inch nose. I've been thinking about getting rhinoplasty.
Oh, I was just kidding. I love
There
your
we
nose.
go. Yeah.
You challenged me on my dick, so I got to challenge you. I think you have a great nose.
No, it's big.
It's not. Now I feel guilty. I feel horrible. I never attack her with her looks usually.
I just want to take the tip off.
Oh man, I'm just kidding with you. Your nose is fine.
You know how they do it? They go under the skin and they cut the cartilage. And then the skin just shrinks up. And then, boom, now you have a small nose.
Yep. On the next episode of Small Dick and Big Nose.
I just you attacked my dick, so I attack. You get put in a corner. You feel like a caged rat.
Yeah.
You got to defend yourself. Your
Well,
honor.
that's the easiest go-to. Yeah, for dudes. Yeah, I was even like reading like the whole Stormy Daniels like book has come out, and that's the old go-to. If you want to like insult a dude, yeah, she's talking about how awful his dick looks and how bad he is at sex and all that kind of stuff.
To me, though, when somebody attacks your dick, like if a girl's mad and she goes, "Oh, fuck that limp dick motherfucker," I always feel like that's such
It's a quick, easy go-to on guys. That's the number one thing you
Exactly.
attack is like they have a small dick and they suck in bed.
So then you follow it up with, well, you have a big vagina.
Yeah, what is like the go-to for women? Because guys, that's it. I mean, if you want to get at a guy, the biggest thing you do, what do? Small dick, bam. Oh, and that's the crippling thing.
Maybe it's you have a big vagina. Is that possible?
I don't know, but I mean, is that something where women are like, oh no, I don't, and I got to fight against the reputation of having a large vagina?
I know a whole like reality feud on my Housewives thing was over a stinky vagina. One of the housewives of Miami got
that'd be
called out.
That'd be worse than big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think stinky is worse than big.
So if you wanted to cut down a girl immediately, it's stinky vagina?
That's a good one.
I think stinky vagina is way more insulting than a big vagina. Stinky's like, damn.
Yeah, I agree.
You
That's
got
like,
that. You got that coot root.
You got problems.
Yeah, okay. So for a guy, you want to like cut him down to size immediately. It's a small dick reference. Or bad in bed, and with women, it's smelly vagina.
Bam, there you go.
Okay, all right. Now we know how to go out there and
Go
really
for the
attack people.
jugular, kids.
But again, though, I think the whole small peen thing you can battle back, and even if you do have a small penis, it's not about size, right? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yeah, Virginia, you were saying that you got something else you were worried about, like your hair now is getting
Yeah.
thin. You say you're losing volume on your hair?
I had to cut it last night because it at the whole bottom 3 inches of it, Justin said was dead. He's like, I don't know what happened, and I kind of traced it back. I think I'm blaming baby Rocco because ever since I was pregnant, my hair has never been the same. It never came back. It's literally half as thick as it was. Like, it is thin.
So your body's like drawing off nutrients, and it can even pull it out of your hair, and so then your hair doesn't have those nutrients. So you'd have to like take vitamin supplements or something like that.
That's what he said. He's like, you have to go get those vitamins. They make a special vitamin called hair, skin, and nails.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's like, you need to go get those immediately.
They have the shampoo for that too, right? It's like hair and mane or something, like horse shampoo or some shit that's supposed to really thicken it up.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing to get old.
Well, your body changes.
It does.
Yeah, that's another one of those insults where when you're old, you motherfucker. That's okay. And well, you're gonna be old too. That's one thing. If you're not old, that means you're dead. You died. So in whose face? Everyone's gonna get old.
Right.
Be careful making fun of someone about their age. Because father time or mother time, I'm not trying to be sexist here.
Catches all of us.
Oh, it's going to get everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I was talking about the mayo ketchup combo that Heinz is putting together.
Yeah, they're going to be in one bottle.
Mayo chup, yeah. Apparently, the internet is outraged.
Why?
Because the internet, they love to be mad.
What if people want it? Like, they did a market test, they said.
No, they want the product. They just don't like the name. They should have...
I agree with the name's a little tongue twisty.
Mayo chup is what they went with, and they said it should have been Tomayo.
Agreed.
Dummies.
The people got it right.
Tomayo is where you should have gone with this.
First time I agree with Twitter.
Yeah, I agree. Tomayo would have been a lot better.
Tomayo, that's a good. Tomayo Pennington. Tomayo Lee Pennington.
Whoa, that just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
That sounds like it comes from money.
Did you just name you and Allie's baby?
Allie, who never called in, by the way. People are asking if Allie ever called in.
Allie, what the fuck?
She might listen to the podcast.
She could listen to the podcast.
Okay, well, she's got 24 hours.
I agree. 24 hours and the deal is up.
Come on, girl. Mm-hmm. We got a man over here who needs to get some loving.
I don't need to get any loving. I don't need to get any loving.
Sure?
I'm very much sure.
Jay Bird, we all need loving.
You don't know when I get loving. You always act. She acts like she knows about my life. Maybe 2007 Virginia would know some shit because she'd tail me, and maybe 018 Virginia.
Clueless.
Teach me.
She
Too
old?
distracted.
Is she old?
Teach this old dog then.
I got nothing.
Have you had loving in the past month and a half?
That's none of your business.
Oh, look at you. I see what you're doing there. Yeah, freezing her out.
Interesting.
I'm freezing her out, Kev.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a technique I learned
But
from you.
if it was no,
That's right. Very frosty.
he'd say no.
That's not true. No, I know you're tired as a game. So
I am pretty tired.
Oh, don't agree. You're not making
And I
this
got a
fun.
big nose.
I know.
And my hair's
I'm
weak.
hideous.
What's going on? You've been a little quiet and down today. What's going
I'm
on
just
with
sad today. I'm just tired.
you? Why?
Just life. It's beating me down.
You're acting weird today.
I gotta go get some hair, skin, and nails vitamins.
Yeah,
Gotta pick it back up.
falling apart, huh?
It's just sad.
You are acting weird today.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying that in a bad way. There's just something's going on with you. You have a secret of some sort.
I do. I want Allie to call in. I really do.
Sure, we all do.
I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about Allie.
Big time to have
and
some romance
The
here.
love that could be.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I wouldn't tell you if Allie called or not, unless you got me a couple drinks in me.
It's all coming out.
And then at that point, we'd probably call her live on the air.
Well, I've got Casamigos now if you need it.
I don't need it.
Okay.
No vodka today?
Oh, yeah.
Or the tequila?
Tequila.
No, I really shouldn't.
It's only Wednesday.
Okay.
We haven't drank at all this week on the podcast, and I feel good about
Make
that.
it sound like it's such a sacrifice.
Well, we drank so much last week. We really should try to balance it out with a week of sober.
Well, I was listening back to some of the audio on the day you were gone, and part of the audio was I waited till 8 o'clock to start drinking, and just
I waited till 8 o'clock.
When you hear that,
It's like two Vikings
in the moment it felt good. I was
in here partying.
I was in the pit. It felt good.
In the pit. That's a good way to put it. Yesterday, another thing on the show, controversial food-wise, I talked about was the fact that they're saying that all peppers, green, red, yellow, and orange, are all the same thing, just at different stages of ripeness. And I think actually somebody texted me that and said, yeah, that's it. I'm like, what? Really?
I don't know if I buy that.
Because I thought there were like red peppers, yellow peppers, green peppers.
I feel like I can definitely tell the difference between a red pepper and a green pepper.
I can too.
I prefer red pepper. To me, they're sweeter.
Yeah.
To me, they're nicer when they're roasted.
Yeah.
I can roast a green pepper, but it's not going to be as good. It's not going to be as glorious.
Yeah, I'm looking here at this article. It says, believe it or not, red, green, yellow, and orange bell peppers are all the same type of pepper, but just at different stages of ripeness. Green peppers are unripe. Red are fully ripe, with yellow and orange in between the two. As the peppers age and ripen, their taste, their health benefits change too.
Oh, so I see. As they ripen, the flavor and the taste changes.
Yeah, so you can, if you're really a fine-tuned palate, you can't tell the difference, but they are all the same thing, and they will all have that, coloring at some point.
Are we doing that tomorrow?
So we can do it today if we want. If we want to try it out.
I've got it. They all eventually turn red. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, it says if you go through these stages, it says, as they ripen, their health and benefits. It says green peppers are unripe. Red are fully ripe. So it goes from green to red, yellow, orange. So you go from green to yellow to orange to red with the peppers. There you go. But they do taste different. And they do have different nutritional properties depending upon which color you get. So that's why it would still maybe make sense to buy the pack of all the different peppers for taste and for nutritional values.
You want to do this taste test because you like peppers and shit.
I know you don't, right?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't even know if I know the difference. I loathe peppers. I think they are one of the biggest bully ingredients on the planet.
Really? Why is that? They're fantastic. They're so good for you.
You put a hair of a pepper in anything, and it is just fucking peppers galore.
What would you rather have in your food, pepper or a hair?
Hair. I would rather have a hair than a pepper. Honestly, I could at least eat. I know I could eat hair. Peppers. I have a little quiz for you.
Yeah.
What is the biggest knock on Dr. Pepper? What's the thing that's the shittiest about Dr. Pepper? And I love Dr. Pepper.
Well, that sounds hard to find.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
No. When you leave Dr. Pepper out for longer than 5 minutes, it turns thick and warm quicker than any soda out there.
Really?
Yes, it's almost like borderline medicine.
Yeah, I have to have, if I ever did soda, I always had to have it ice cold. So anyway, I could handle it. Okay, so I think we'd have to do this as a blind taste test here. Do you have the?
You mean to blindfold you?
There's a blindfold. I gave it to Kevin.
Blindfold. Let me see what I did here.
Gosh, peppers smell like. Ugh.
You hate peppers.
Gosh, to me, they smell like a garden. They just, you
That's-
know what? It connects immediately nutritional value to me.
I love them.
Yeah.
That smells good to you. You like the way that smells.
Yeah, it might be a conditioning kind of thing.
All right.
Where.
I see what he's eating.
Yeah, when I smell it, I'm like, okay, this one, gosh, it's really hard to tell in the smell. It smells like it's almost unripe. Let me try another one, see if I can smell a difference.
You sniff pretty sexy though, Kev.
I do?
Yeah, sniff that shit. Kevin's chewing
I
now.
love them. They're great.
You
They're very
love
good.
you
Okay.
love them.
This one has more of a different flavor. Probably maybe a little bit more sweet. I would say it's further down the ripe chain than this. So I'd say this might be a red or an orange. And this one is green or yellow.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Nope.
Grab one
Nope.
more. Grab the other one and see.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You know what? That's got to be green. You know what? It's true. It is very
It is true?
It tastes the least ripe. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe they ripen and they sweeten.
You can tell the difference. Yeah, this almost tastes like grass.
Wow.
Yeah, to let you know. So, and that does make sense. I guess I've noticed that. So if you like them a little less, like tasting like grass, because I always just bought whatever color, it makes different colors.
If you buy them in the store, the green are always the cheapest.
Okay, yeah, because
So-
they're not ripe and they are the least flavorful. In fact, that actually green is kind of disgusting. I'm with you, Jay Bird, on that one. But the red was pretty good and the yellow's not bad. So that's true to it.
What a fun experiment. I had no idea.
Like you could eat these just like this. The green one, I wouldn't want to. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get green peppers anymore.
I'm not either.
Unless they're cooked.
I'm gonna get red and yellow because I like the taste better.
Fucking lesson learned. Look at that.
Wow.
What an awful taste challenge.
Jaybird hates it.
Well, honestly, there's no fun in that taste challenge.
There was one thing I saw the other day. A guy set a world record on, I think it was a 7-inch. I guess they do onions by, that size.
Was he an old guy?
I don't know. I just pulled it off. I didn't watch the whole video because it was kind of hard to watch. But 45 seconds. 7-inch onion, 45 seconds.
He ate the whole thing?
Yeah. 45 seconds.
45 seconds, 7 inches. I hate onions, but I think I could beat that. And I loathe onions like I loathe peppers. Pampers. Pampers. I don't know
Pampered? You don't have to eat Pampers.
I don't know why I said Pampers.
You want to eat a whole onion?
No, I don't want to. I want to break a fucking record. I hate onions. You think I can do that, Coach?
No.
Wow.
45 seconds is kind of a long time.
Thank you, Virginia.
I think he could do it.
I might be totally wrong on that, too. It might not be 45 seconds.
Do you measure around the onion and it's 7 inches, or is it from like one end to one end? How do you do that?
That's what they say, yeah.
45 seconds, I think I can do that shit. Virginia?
I think you can give it a good shot. I mean, 45 seconds is a long time.
Kevin don't believe in it.
Yeah.
You don't believe
oh,
in it.
sorry. It wasn't it's 7 ounce. 7 ounce onion in 45 seconds.
Okay, well, I can get you that, no problem.
7 ounces, baby. Can I have a chaser?
Yeah. Yeah, after the 45 seconds, but I mean, you don't want to mess around during the 45 seconds.
Well, sometimes you just need a chaser just to kind of push you through.
Oh, okay. It's water or liquid or something like that.
You still don't think I can do it?
It's worth a try, but 7 ounce onion. How big is a 7 ounce onion, Virginia?
Well, it's like, a little bit more than half a pound.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, half a pound of cheese.
it's a big onion, but 45 seconds, again, is a long time.
Bigger than an apple?
Yes. Bigger than a basic apple.
Bigger than a gourd?
Depends on which gourd.
A big gourd.
Say that fast 3 times.
Big gourd, big gourd, big board. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Is it big gourd? Or
Big gourd.
One more time. Big gourd, big gourd, big gourd.
And we're not drinking.
Kev, can you do that? Big gourd three times.
Big gourd, big gourd, big gourd.
Oh, in your face.
Do it, Virginia.
Big gourd, big gourd, big gourd. I can't.
Big gourd, big gourd, big gourd. Big gourd, big gourd, big gourd. Big gourd, big gourd, big gourd.
Big gourd, big gourd, big gourd.
You sound like the Swedish chef. Big gourd, big
Big
gourd.
gourd, big gourd, big gourd. Gotta get ready for that Eminem rap god tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's right.
It's not going to be pretty.
Yep.
I have homework.
Oh, yeah. I can't forget about that. See how we do on that. We're all going to try to knock that out tomorrow. Got this email from Chris. He said, Smuggy Pants is back on his game. It's been a week since Kevin's other show was canceled, and Kevin seems smuggier, more rested, and back on his game. He was blazing on the controls this morning. Welcome back, Kevin. It's so obvious the other show was holding you back.
He was blazing.
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 Blazing on the controls.
Such a funny.
He's back. Yeah. There you go. All right, y'all. Thanks for dialing it in today. Make sure you go check out the great deal of 2 pieces of chicken and fries for $3.49 and 3 pieces of chicken and fries for $3.99 at Bud's Chicken and Seafood going on right now. You guys enjoy your Wednesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.